figure the important thing is to talk about this. Hang on. All right. I'll just put in perspective like what's happening in case people are just like, oh my god, what's happening with Capcom and all that shit. All right. If you guys don't know, this is Nakayama. The dude directs Street Fighter right now. He's the head honcho. He's the king. He's the GOAT guy. You know, if you want someone, like, yo, put this in the game, he'll hook you up. You know, he hooked me up a little bit with some buffs in there. But you know, he was talking about different Capcom Cup 12 designs. And first off, this goes hard, bro. This shit looks godlike, bro. Because JP, I'm assuming JP obviously is the big one because, you know, he won the previous one. And then you have, I think, all the characters. Yeah, because I think Sagat, Dawson, Honda, Chun-Li. Yeah, I think you have all the characters here, or most of them. And they're all just, you know, all together and stuff like that. I'm like, this is cool. I definitely think this concept art is cool. This should have been Capcom Cup 12. I don't care what anyone says. Instead, I think we got what? We got shit. I believe it is this one. This one's kind of you know. It's like, all right. I don't know if this art is worth the amount of money they may do for that, but they had some cool art. But this one was the best one, 100%. But speaking of this, he's like talking about on here the dev team, and I think am I blocking it? Yeah, I'm blocking it. Hang on. Let me put myself over here. So he's talking about the dev team is a completely separate unit from the esports division, so we're only handling the main art and merch illustrations. You want this one turned to merch too. So he's saying that, you know, dev team and esports division are two different things. So people who help balance the game are different from people who help get the game going, you know, at events. So Brian F said, doesn't it seem strange that the esports division and dev team seem so entirely disconnected? Perhaps different monetization strategies could have resulted with collaboration, rather than just charging such a high price for streaming Capcom Cup. You know, Brian's a little bit annoyed because if you guys don't know, hang on, let me pull it up on here. I mean, if you guys some have been living under a rock a little bit, and you're like, yo, what the hell are they talking about? I will show you right now. Capcom Cup's pay-per-view. Capcom Cup is pay-per-view, and if you want to watch it, you know, you have to pay 6,000 yen, which is roughly like 30-40 bucks to watch an event. To watch an event that you guys are watching right now that would potentially be almost the exact same. You can see someone get throw loop and you wouldn't notice the difference. But yeah, it's one of the things where you're just like, I don't know if it's worth it. And so that's what Brian F's talking about. But Nakayama responded with, it may sound strange, but it's true. Revenue targets and assigned tasks differ fundamentally by department. Even the development team was surprised by this announcement. At least Matsumoto and I were shocked at the venue. That said, since this matter occurred within the same company, we are currently discussing it. We apologize for any concern this may have caused. And this man said, if I get scolded at work, I will delete the above comment. So I'm just saying, guys. Man, put this on YouTube too. If he deletes it, if he gets trash talked and he deletes it, we all know what happened. Someone at Capcom was roasting his ass like, how dare you think you could try and change this? We already put it out. But I'm like, brother, no one in their mind, especially Americans, knowing how we feel about Street Fighter 6, you think we paying for this? Nah, bro. That Stream East about to go hard. Those secret streams that are like, I'm not streaming, you guys know I'm somewhere else or whatever. Bro, it's about to be like that. Cause this I don't think this is it, bro, no matter what. No one can even deny that it's just bad inherently, because I'm thinking to myself, okay, it makes sense probably from a Japan perspective where the game's doing well and it makes sense to do, but I'm thinking to myself, okay, but what about the rest of the world? Because this is a world tour, you know. If I go to what is it? Capcom Dub 2025, and I go here, you know, it's a whole world tour. I mean, we're about to go to France and shit, bro. Cause it's like, come on, man. Yeah, y'all really gonna just say nah? Make y'all just straight up like, hold that shit. So it's just weird how they're trying to do this, and then thankfully Nakayama is talking to them. Oh, even did more. Oh shit. We appreciate your transparency. Street Fighter fans want CPT to be successful and want to support. Many of us who are able to will be willing to spend money DLC costumes merch. We want the Capcom Finals to be a big event for everyone around the world to enjoy. Nakayama said, for example, initiatives we implemented in the previous title, that was proposal from the development team. It was tough but fun. Since then, the organization has grown significantly and various departments have been established. My main responsibilities now are improving the game content, enhancing the quality of merchandise, collaboration, and working on movie and video projects. I'll keep discussing ways to improve things even just a little with other departments. Okay. See, my man is like, even if I'm not part of that group, I'm going to try and get them to talk about it. You know what? If we had this throughout the whole year, Street Fighter 6, I think, would be in a way better spot, bro. It would be nice to have that. Where they just say, like, yeah, we're discussing it. Like, bro, Marvel Rivals does be talking. They be like, yeah, we realize this is cheap. We're going to change it up. Or shoot, even Overwatch. Overwatch does like big patches here and there, or they change it up how the game works. Like, bro, Street Fighter 6 is going, like, if we go to Steam charts, and Street Fighter 6 right now, 10,000 people are playing Street Fighter 6 right now, including me. I am one of these 10,000 people. And if we go to some like Guilty Gear Strive, I think says we only got 1,500, bro. I think they say they don't have much. Guilty Gear doesn't have much. Pretty sure Mortal Kombat 1 doesn't have much. Do they have a lot? They got 1,700. So we're doing really good fighting game wise. We are literally doing we are doing some of the best there is. Bro, like 10,080 people? This is crazy, bro. For a game that's like 2 years old and we're in the 3rd year of the game, that is doing really good. Hopefully we keep that going, but man, I don't know if we will. I just don't know, because unless they're just trying to ride on the Japan momentum, where it's like they're just gonna be like, hey, Japan's doing good, therefore everyone can suck it. I was like, bro, come on. Tekken 7 was more popular than Street Fighter 5 though. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what that's to do with Street Fighter 6. I don't get that. I don't get that. I don't get that explanation. I don't know. Those peak hours. I mean, what is it? The next version of Street Fighter is not guaranteed to be the most popular. But right now, currently, like if I go to Tekken 8, I'm talking about right now. For fighting game wise, we're doing good. Right now, we are the most popular fighting game. I'm talking about currently. I'm not talking about in the future or whatever. I'm talking about right now. Like I'm talking about Tekken 8, Guilty Gear, Street Fighter 6, Mortal Kombat 1. You know, the games that we're playing right now, in which, you know, we're trying to be like, all right, what's popping? Because the big three was Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat's falling off. Guilty Gear replaced it. And now, what is it? Tekken 8 is just chilling. You know, I'm assuming they're waiting for Armor King to come out. Street Fighter 6, we're kind of in the peak of our core. We kind of just chilling, more or less, as well. But we also have Street Fighter League, along with other various media and stuff that it promotes it very heavily. Tekken 8 was like, you know, they did that shit because of mind controls. I think there's a number of things that help Street Fighter 6 get, you know, numbers like they do right now. It's just when you start going into the reasonings behind, you know, what makes Street Fighter 6 quote unquote game sucks. You know, when you hear a pro player like, yo, why do they don't like this about the game, bro? I like it because obviously, you know, they're a chill person. They're not playing for crazy amount of money and stuff like that. But it's like, okay, if I do this to you, and you know, you have options, don't get me wrong, but those options could lead you to your death as well. Like, for example, if I just do this, it's like, yo, where's the skill? I'm just doing this. This doesn't feel much skillful type of feeling of outplaying your opponent. Because if she EXDPs and I block it, she could potentially die. If she presses a button and I'm meaty, she could potentially die. So what's the right answer? Is it like delay? I mean, I'll just wait for you to see a delay and I'll just be like, all right, cool. Or I'll just delay my button. And if you fuck up the delay, you get thrown again. Shoot, even if you try and parry, it's like, oh, I got punish counter, now I'm still stuck in throw loop. It doesn't feel right doing that. Or, you know, you're playing out of your mind, all someone just does this. They're like, oh, you know, we're walking back, walking forward. Oh, you're in a corner. Back to doing it again. It's a number of things, such as drive reversal, like not feeling you did something right, you know? There's feelings like, bro, I drive reversal, got him off me. I'm still punishable for using defensive options. Why can't I just not chill out and do that? Or you have a character where you're blocking, you're doing the right thing, but they just drain your drive gauge. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're just depleted. Shoot, with Kimberly with bombs, if you block, what is it, her heavy kick into a button, into a bomb explosion, I think she can take off like 4 drive gauges just by you blocking. You are blocking and you lose drive gauge, but you're at 4. And you're like, bro, what happened to my shit? And also some things like drivers, you know, any drivers buttons where, you know, you check them, but then the game was like, no, the fuck you didn't. And you see a counter and you're like, oh, my fault. I'm sorry, I have reactions. So it sucks for a number of things of when you realize some of the situations that are fairly common in this game and you want to understand them, but then it's like a pro will tell you this and then your buddy will tell you, oh, why don't you simply just do this? Like, oh yeah, why didn't I think of that? Of course, I simply should have just tried to press a button right there. Oh wait, but there's other options. So I'm thinking the other options. So, but I think the things that are going for this game for sure, and there's a number of things that I think people touched on. One is netcode. I mean, today I did not have a lagging match whatsoever, so I was thankful for that. Wasn't really bad at all. That's for sure like one of the best things. Like I could probably play people up to probably Europe, and it'll be silent. I could play Mexico. I could play Canada, PR, DR, Central America. Like I can go fairly far with the netcode itself. I think that's really good about the game. I do think that, what is it? Understanding situations in training mode and labbing it out is really good because there's so many different things you can do in training mode and understand what to do in order to improve. I will say the idea of Battle Hub is really good. Having Battle Hub is pretty cool. Now, granted, is it for everyone? 100% not. It's one of the things. What is it? It's like hit or miss, depending on who you or what you want to do. Because if you want to be like, oh, I want to play with my friends, I want to chill, by all means, play Battle Hub. But if you're thinking, oh, I'm trying to find sweats, nah, you're not gonna find as many sweaty people. You may find casual sweaty people, but you're not gonna find the people who, you know, just be like, oh, I'm gonna lock in, I'm grinding ranked, I'm doing all this. No, they don't do that as much. So Battle Hub's good for keeping casuals going and making sure like numbers are still going up. Because bro, I bet you right now, if I go to Battle Hub right now, hang on, let me see. Battle Hub. So lobby 1's crowded, lobby 2 is like mid-range. Like right now, I'm pretty sure Asia's fairly okay because I think it's nighttime for them. North America, it's roughly prime time. Europe is roughly prime nighttime, so obviously they're gonna be crowded and stuff like that. But it's like the amount of people you can have in a lobby is pretty cool. Because I tried to enter, I couldn't even get in because there's too many people. But yeah, I think Battle's good. I think World Tour's a hit or miss, only because fighting games typically don't have, you know, a story type thing. It was more so like Mortal Kombat had it, and it was fine, you know. They typically do it, but Street Fighter really didn't have a definitive story mode. They always had arcade mode, and that was like the quote unquote story, and you had to connect the dots. So them taking a stab at this isn't bad, but it's one of the things where it's like, you're thinking about it, it's not the worst thing, it's not the best thing, but it's all right. I think some people like it, some casuals like it, because you're not playing against another person, playing against the computer. However, there's exploration and rewards people who understand story aspects. Like if you want to be chill, grind a game, or grind like a power level system or whatever, I think that's what it's intended for. And to me, it's a 50-50 chance. Like, okay, you could do it. You know, it's a different thing in a Street Fighter game, but I don't mind it. It's not gonna appeal to like hardcore, sweaty like players, stuff like that, or people who want to play against their friends. It's not gonna apply to them. So it's a certain type of people that applies to, which is fine. You know, if people want to play like that, people can play like that. That's not gonna be the worst thing. I will say the mechanics are easy to understand. You know, mechanics and motor controls are relatively simple to understand. You know, you got one button super, but depending on which button, which direction you're pressing, you get a different special move. And you know, you still got drivers, you got all that stuff. They make it relatively simple to understand the game, but it sucks because it's simple. Simplicity sometimes doesn't work. Like it can work at sometimes, but then when it's too simple to the point where you're questioning, is this person better than me? And you see them do the exact same thing that someone of 10 plus years of experience does. You're like, did they do a good thing, or is it just the game? Just it happens, you know. Like someone, I kid you not, I've seen jury players who have won, and I'm just like, what'd you learn from that? You can't ask me. Bro, which simple shut up. That's different. I'll maneuver motherfuckers. But yeah, I think that's the thing, that there's a lot of things they do right, but there's stuff that they just do wrong, but it's a mixed bag. But because, I kid you not, people, since of course this is people's first video game, or not for video game, first fighting game, and social media being a big thing, more and more, people are more outspoken about how they feel about a game. You know, if God forbid I say I don't like this about the game, then people will be mad at me for not liking this because I feel that it's too strong. You know, I'll just be like, look, I think personally Fireball Driver's too strong. And like, shut the fuck up, you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, I've played, bro, if we go to my Steam, I have over 2,400 hours in this game. I feel like I know a thing or two about the game. You know, I've hit top ranked. I've played tournaments. I've done this. Am I in the wrong for just saying my opinion? And sometimes you are. Even though your opinion's right, people don't like to hear it. Especially people who defend the game super hard. Now, the funny thing is, I don't think I've met someone who's attempted to defend certain things, like offline. I don't think I've met someone who's determined to defend certain things about this game. Like, I haven't met someone IRL who says, oh yeah, throw loops are okay. I've never met no one like that. I don't think no one has defended Firewall. Well, actually, there is one person, Carson, that has defended Firewall Drive Rush, but I'm trying to think. I don't talk to the right people. Yeah, I'm not you. I know people don't like Item. The moment Item says, yo, game sucks, they're like, yo, I'm tired of this motherfucker. You see me defend Phillips, damn. I need to see that, bro. But yeah. Yeah, this game has done good things and bad things. But also, one thing I think everyone can agree on is that, yo, this game extremely needs an update. When people are tired, when casuals are tired of the casual content, you need an update to your game. It's literally just that is the truth. When casuals complaining about the content of your game is not good, I'm very concerned. I'm hoping that they change up some things, because bro, they can make this game better. That's kind of so it's not they like it. No, they don't like it. I don't. Wait, I will show you right now. When the battle passes came out, like that content that's meant for casuals and Battle Hub and World Tour, they did not like those stuff. It didn't matter how quick it was. They just didn't like it. They were tired of the battle passes. Any of the stuff that came out, what is it? What is it? Oh, is it this random stuff like make your avatar shit, like this thing. Like if I go to the shop right here, this stuff that you're supposed to be on an avatar for World Tour and shit, this is 900 fighter coins, bro. They trying to tell you, yo, like this is some crazy ass amount of money you trying to charge me. They just don't, bro. They casuals are like, bro, we don't want this, bro. We want like some new stuff. Like, where's the costumes at? I'll buy a costume for my character, but not this. I think they have enough of this. You know, check this shit. I haven't at times either. I forget this is a thing. But then you guys like, all right, 300 fighter coins, brother. That is a literal one costume for one character in this game. That is a costume. You mean to tell me a piece of Avatar War Tour outfit is equivalent to a costume in this game, price wise? That's what they're doing. That's what they said. So there's just a number of things that they just need to improve on, but I don't know if they do. Because what is it? I think a whole outfit. Wait, let me do some math right here. So this whole outfit costs 900 fighter coins. Let's say I have 0. I have 0 fighter coins. You mean to tell me, in order to get one outfit, I'm paying what did Chico say, like 15-20 bucks for one outfit? Nah, bro, they got me fucked up, bro. I think it should at least be like 150, maybe 200 at minimum. But bro, if you're a broke boy, yeah, if you're a broke boy, just say so. Yeah, I don't know. And I don't know what they're gonna do. The game right now, we're in stagnation. We're 100% in stagnation. I'm always curious about that. I'm pretty sure they watch tournaments, and I'm just saying, yo, Capcom Cup had a lot of throw loops. I'm just saying, Capcom Cup had a lot of throw loops.